What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, round 2 water test. So the iPhone 10 did spectacularly in the drop test, survived, it looks flawless, but at the same time I'm a little worried that it will be affected with the water test just from the drop. So let's go ahead and open up another one, and we're going to start with the usual. We're going to test the manufacturer rating, so that means a meter for 30 minutes. See if it'll survive that, so then we'll go a little higher. And then I have deeper plans for this one. So we're actually going to test the limits of the water resistance because I have a feeling it's going to do very well. So the reason I believe the iPhone 10 will actually do better than other versions of the iPhone is because it has less ways for the water to get in. The flash unit is now combined in the camera. There is no home button. No headphone jack, you know, the usual stuff. The frame is now stainless steel. It's a single piece of glass on the front. It's a little different up here. I feel like the actual water resistance will be really good on this guy. Honestly, I don't even think we will destroy it, but who knows? And then we're gonna go ahead and get some more action, do some splashing in the water, drop it, sink it for a little while, see what this thing can really take, and if it will survive and in which conditions. All right, so I'm gonna set it up and fill this guy up real quick. This is just regular hose water, so, oh man, forgot to turn it on, man. All right, round 2. Oh shoot, sorry, man. It's just regular water. We're going to fill it to the 1 meter line where Apple says this iPhone is comfortable. Oh, and by the way, I've had a lot of comments, people asking me what is going on, and guys, the heroin binge, it just gets to me. It really shows on my face, but no, really. I had a surgery, I've been sick, I lost a lot of weight, and I look like crap, so I'm sorry, but I am getting better slowly, so thanks for everybody looking out for me. All right, so ready to go. Let's go ahead and pop it in here, and man, I hope I don't topple this thing. All right, so officially this thing has the same rating as the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the 7 and 7 Plus before it, so that just means really splash proof, not dunk proof. It's not meant to do this kind of stuff. Okay, got it. So 30 minutes at 1 meter rating, and before I forget to start that, let's see how it does. And I think it'll be okay. It's meant for this. It was tested in laboratory conditions for this, so we'll be fine. I'll go ahead and give you a little update halfway through, but we'll test the basic water resistance rating, then we're going to go a little bit deeper and then get some more action and see what can really start to damage this thing. But the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, they did really well, you know, better than I thought. There was no damage whatsoever, weren't affected. I'm going to leave it, see how it does, so see you in a bit. All right, so about 5 minutes in, really nothing to report. A couple bubbles have moved from the back, but no, it's good. It's just like nothing has happened, and I don't expect it to at 5 minutes. The screen's not tweaking out. It's not even being affected by the water in any way, and there's nothing restricting anything from the water from getting in. And by the way, I get this all the time, like if you don't think this is, you know, a meter of pressure, then you are wrong. The calculations are there. It's about the amount of water, the height of it, not total amount. So the pressure down there is equal to a swimming pool that's filled with a meter of water, but still doing well. Let's keep going. Just 5 minutes in, so see if anything changes. All right, so we've crossed 15 minutes, approaching 17. I haven't really noticed anything different. It looks pretty normal to me. Oh shoot, FedEx or Amazon's here.
FedEx delivery.
Oh, what's up, man?
All the big companies are doing it. It's called FedEx Key, you know.
I don't really remember this. Welcome yourself in and trash my iPhone 10s, man. Why don't you?
Protocol, sir.
Protocol to crap all over my iPhone 10s? All right. Where do I sign?
You don't.
All right, still no change. No change in the iPhones. We're all good still. So I think I'm just gonna leave it till 30 minutes, see the manufacturer rating, then fill it up a little bit more, see if anything changes yet. But it kind of sucks when stuff doesn't break. It's not very interesting to watch. So we'll go to the river and really get some depth, see if that changes anything, some movement, stuff like that. So 25 minutes later, nothing's happening. So I'm gonna go all the way to the top, 5 feet, see if that changes anything. But you know, that's a good thing. It's a good thing we're not seeing anything, because that means this thing will survive in the pool or whatever. But this is just static, just sitting there. movement changes things, and that's why we're gonna test that at the end, but gonna fill it to the top 5 feet and let it sit for a little bit longer. I am disappointed that it didn't break, but also pleasantly surprised. So 34 minutes, and I'm tired of waiting, so nothing changed. We need more depth. Let's go do that. And comes out perfectly working. After 35 minutes underwater, a little bit deeper towards the end than it was rated for. Fine, no moisture in the cameras, still working perfect. So let's go down to the river and see what else we can do with it. All right, 20 feet. Let's go to 20 feet, leave it there for a few minutes, 5 minutes, see how it does. That's a lot of depth, by the way. Okay, so watch this sink. Okay, 20-foot mark right there. So this is the ultimate test of depth. I'm gonna leave it for about 5 minutes. And if it survives, I mean, we got a winner on our hands. Dude, what the heck? Didn't get stuck? Dude. Ah, got you guys. Gotcha. Still got a couple minutes to go, but man, that would suck. That would be the biggest disappointment if my iPhone X ended up on the bottom of this river. So, okay, a couple more minutes. All right, so 5 minutes has passed, 20 feet. This is a lot of depth. I see the display is still on at least. You know, and there's no top, so the water pressure here is equal to 20 feet of water pressure. Okay. Okay, what do we got? It's in reminders. Oh, display is still responding. Camera is still not foggy. It's good, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this, but after 20 feet of depth, all that water exposure, it is still holding up. Super impressive. So not only has this thing survived the drop, now my extreme water test, I am thoroughly convinced that this is Apple's most durable phone ever. Wow. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm surprised. Probably you guys are surprised too, because I did not expect this. All right, so ran into a little problem. Actually, a lot of the footage got deleted from earlier where we took the phone, put it into the contraption and threw it into the river from like really high up multiple times. It did survive all of that. I mean, it did. We just lost all the footage from it for whatever reason. It got corrupted. So I wanted to do something at home, something similar where we have water and motion involved, because having the phone just sit there in water is one thing versus actually moving in it. So I thought I'm gonna put it in a little container full of water and then throw it into the washing machine to tumble it and see if that'll work. So I'm hoping this will give me a better idea without going back to the river. It is cold out there. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking to put it in this water and then tape it up. Let's get some motion going and more water in there. So I'm gonna tumble it and then we're gonna take it out and just tumble it alone. So it is in there. And yeah, it is moving. So I'm actually, after this one, I'm gonna pull it out of the casing and just have the phone in there. It is a good amount of motion. You can see the phone does roll all around in there. Oh yeah, so there's still some water in there, I can tell. At the river, you know, before the footage corrupted, it was pretty impressive how much it went through. Not only did it not get scratched in our contraption, it actually like survived and the water was good and everything. I'm actually just gonna pull it out of that thing. Let's just have the phone in there. All right, so scratch this idea. Yeah, a lot of the water even leaked out. Just wanna put it into a case so it doesn't beat itself up. Okay, it's still fine, and I expect nothing less, but I'm gonna pop it into a case for its own good, and with all the ports still exposed, everything's still exposed, it doesn't actually hide anything. Let's go ahead and put it in for rinse. All right, so you can see this thing is getting battered and beat up in there. There's a good amount of water. I mean, it is really getting some exposure to water here. So not only is it a water test, it's slam test as well, as it keeps getting beat up. I mean, it survived being dropped into water from like 20 feet high and then sinking and repeat, but this in its own way is a pretty demanding test as well. So at the end of this, we'll see if it has any water damage. It'll be pretty interesting to see, but there is a good amount of water in there for sure. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes, let it be tortured by this washing machine a little bit more, and I'll be right back. Well, I can see the screen's still on at least. Oh man. I mean, how many people are going to be forgetting their phones in the washing machine? It's never happened to me, but AirPods I'm guilty of. Yes, I have forgotten them. Put this thing through so much, and it's still working. All right, so moment of truth here. We've got some sort of zoom activated. Let's pull it out of the case. No sign of water damage in the cameras. Nothing yet. This was in there for a good 5-6 minutes. I'm able to get into the apps. Very impressive. So looks like even after all that tumbling, a wash, it is still surviving. I don't know how they did it, but that is super impressive. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it, but thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Peace.